Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Gina Brown Podcast, Smart Wisdom. To another great episode. We have We're Smart Wisdom. We talk about lifestyle, wellness, travel, and so much more. Today's guest is Antonio Lomeli, and we are going to talk about how we can relieve pain in different ways. So help me welcome our guest, Antonio.
Hi,
Welcome.
how you doing? How you doing? How's everything going?
Thanks for being here. So first of all, tell us what is the name of your company?
So the name of the company is Mama Tonas. Mama Tonas.
Very good. And how did you come about to start this business?
So I started this business because my mother, Antonia, which is in goes by Tonia, and my father were healers, and they brought something from the ancestors that is natural, healing any kind of pains and any kind of diseases and sicknesses. So it just hit up a light bulb when I saw my parents after they were healing so many people coming in and out for 40 years. And I said, they have something going on here. And of course, they put it on us too. Also, we used to play sports or fall down or we were sick, and we would see that it would help. And that's how I started this business back in, we started the process back in 2017 when my mother passed away. And I thought I would bring her legacy back on there.
Wow, that's great. Honoring your mother and healing people. That's a two for one. We love that. So you went on this journey to honor her with this healing. Tell us more about that. What it looks like. What type of clients or patients come or seek out your balms and oils, and how are you helping them again?
Lots of people that of course, I'm on the street. I go to clinics. I go sometimes to the emergency rooms. I pass by on the Walmart. It doesn't matter. Anybody I see, anybody on the street that's limping, or I see that they're struggling with themselves, or I can see that there's the sickness in their face and their pain. I offer for me to apply this for free. Of course, without them being allergic to any of the ingredients that we have. And once I applied it, if they let me, within 10 minutes, sometimes 15, it'll penetrate the skin and start creating circulation of the blood, therefore attack the inflammation. And that's what most people have, inflammation. Anything that's disease or pain is inflammation. And they feel relief right away, so they move, they can squat down, they can walk without a walker or a cane, and they get stunned. So right away, they want to buy from me. you know?
I would say so because it's like immediately if you're putting it on and then there's no pain, you're like, where can I get this?
Yeah. And, the ointment also works for asthma. People have asthma problems. This you grab a little bit on and put in your nostrils, in your chest, and also works for colds, your throat, back. What it does, it opens up your nostrils and opens up your chest. So people who had COVID before, we will donate it to them, and they will see that was helping them breathe, and didn't need the kind of like oxygen in them because it opens up their airways, sinus problems, many things like that. So not only does it work for pain, but it works for any kind of allergies and breathing problems. So that also helps. So and the smell, of course, it's not as other, Bengay, icy hot, or all these others you can inform, whatever it is, things like that. It smells totally different from those, and so it
Well,
helps.
I can definitely attest to it because when I saw you, you had me, take a sniff and you said, smell it. And I immediately felt that instant whatever opened up my sinuses, like immediately. And the smell was good. It wasn't like a menthol or something like that. It was a nice light fragrance. But the thing I remember the most is how it just opened up the nasal
Yeah.
cavity. And if it's doing more than that, that's amazing, you
Yeah, that's what
know.
it does. It penetrates your skin when you put it on. It penetrates your skin depending on how much water you drink. That's what it does. It penetrates, and once it goes through as hot, you can put it on. You have to, of course, cover it. then what's good is hot, then it creates circulation of the blood after it's fresh. Then you'll feel the relief coming along. You'll start feeling like, oh my God, oh my God. I mean, I've had people within 2 minutes, they're, oh my God, the pain's gone. And it's weird. It depends of the person, of course. You know what? Because I don't
Yeah.
know, your body, my body are totally different. It all depends. I've had a couple people that, I mean, I can put a whole blob on and nothing happens. It's one of those people. It's always that 5%. So it's not really
Right,
for 5% of the people.
right, right. So like
Yeah.
some people, but most people probably
Yes.
it's doing a healing for, just like any other prescription that is created. What what are the doctors saying about this product?
Well, we do have doctors that work for Cedar Sinai and some that for UCLA and all over the country now. You'll find our product under a different brand, which is Q Topics. You'll find that the Q Topics. You'll find it this way, but in the Latino community, they don't trust anything in English. But you'll find it all over the Beverly Hills offices there. So the ones who are open to natural. Uh, Most of the doctors that are, of course, contracted with insurance companies and they want to make their money by prescribing or either over prescribing, you know, they just push me to the side. They don't want to hear about it, even though they see their patients getting better
Mm,
with our product. They just don't believe it, and they see it with their own eyes. I've been, I've been pushed away from many medical groups. I can't say their names, but they don't want me around because I took away a certain amount of patients and I prevented surgeries like knee surgeries, back surgeries, neck surgeries, and these doctors do not like me. So it's where you go. It's depends on the doctor's mentality, or I'm gonna say their upbringing, maybe. I don't know if they're into the natural stuff. If not, there's nothing I can do about that.
right. So let's
Yeah.
talk about more the natural stuff. So
Yeah.
your ingredients are natural? Like, tell us.
Yeah, the ingredients are natural. We use, of course, cannabis. We don't use THC at all whatsoever. The original recipe that my parents made has THC, so we have to remove it. So we have actual scientists that make our product now, and they make sure it's all removed. And we use that part, CBD, CBG, and MCT, which is microtriticulites. We have coconut, we have turmeric, ginger, arnica, beeswax, sunflower, lavender for the smell, of course, clove, alcanfor. We do have menthol and mint, and we have pepper. And all of those ingredients are combined, work to penetrate your skin and to help with the circulation. And it heals. It's an inflammation attacker. So many people who have pain, like I said, or had any chronic disease, it's all inflammation in the body, or either lack of oxygen.
Mm, pain, inflammation, or lack of oxygen. That's pretty serious.
Yes, yes. So when you create more circulation of the body where the pain's at, especially people who are diabetics. I have a lot of diabetic patients that not patients, clients. I'm sorry, because I'm not a doctor. I have a lot of clients that they actually also take our CBD oils, which is internal, and that helps in. I've seen that it helps them with regulating their blood sugars, and people who have like problems with their heart, like high blood pressure, anxiety. It all ties up. Anxiety, high blood pressure, they can't sleep, migraines, things like that. All those disorders are helped by our CBD oils that you take internally, which is in a medical grade bottle. These you take internal.
Lift it up a little higher.
Yeah. So is that good
Hmm.
there?
A little higher.
So that
Yeah,
you'll
there we
see.
go.
Yeah. These oils are natural. I take these myself for anxiety for myself. And I used to have cancer of the thyroid. So for me to take anything, it has to be it's kind of special. I have to be careful what I take because I take Synthroid, every morning for my hormones. So I have to find something that doesn't, affect my hormones. And this is so natural. It doesn't affect anybody but whatever pill you're taking and any kind of
Mm,
medication. It's all natural. And most of the time, we take away some of their bad pills that they're taking, like, gabapentin or insulin or high blood pressure. We get rid of those things, but of course, with their discretion, with their doctors. But what we attack, we try to concentrate is take away all these pain pills like Norco, Vicodin, ibuprofen, Leprozole, all kinds, and then Zola for anxiety. We try to get people out of all those toxic, pharmaceutical drugs that are out there for people. That's what we try to help
Right.
with. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so powerful, so powerful. And will it last? How long will like it last
Well,
usually?
so we like I said, we have the spray, we have the ointment, and then we have the roll-on, right? So these two have the same ingredients as the roll-on, but the spray and the roll-on, I mean, the same ingredients as the balm. I'm sorry, but the balm is more natural. It's more of the oil. So if you apply that balm, it'll be you have to apply it every 4 hours, so it can help you with the pain. The
Okay.
sprays will be every 3 to 4 hours. The oils, you don't know how your body's going to react because we all have what is called a cannabis reactor in our brain. Women have that in their brain and in their special part. So there's a video I can show you guys called CBD Nation. You can look at CBD Nation. It'll explain to you how that works. That your body takes about 2 weeks to process in the cannabis and all the ingredients that it has in the CBD. And once it does that, then your body starts sending your cannabis reactors starts reacting and starts sending signals to either heal or cure where the pain's at or the disease is at, and that's what it does. And nothing else opens up or makes the cannabis reactors react but cannabis. Nothing, and we all have it. Everybody has it in their bodies.
Oh wow. So you could just live a whole lifetime and not have it activated because you didn't use a cannabis reactor.
That's exactly right. You just hit it right on the bottom. And I didn't know that. Of course, I just started learning when my friend, who is a pharmaceutical expert, every plant, every pharmaceutical, pill that's out there, or drug, and he deals with doctors all the time. I go in there once in a while and we Zoom and we talk about the doctors about what I've experienced and what I've seen. And with me, of course, I used to have anxiety. I couldn't sleep, and I would get depressed. So after taking the oils, I seen a totally different. Of course, one of my kids, the same thing happened. He takes them. We saw the difference between him. My wife's migraines for 15 years. She was up to Botox injections. After she was taking it for like 3, 4 months, she saw the difference that the migraines were diminishing every month, less and less. Instead of lasting 4 or 5 hours, it lasts an hour, then 30 minutes, then 10 minutes. And now she gets headaches, but not migraines. And if you know what migraines are, you'd rather have a headache than a migraine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's remarkable. Diminishing them from days to hours to minutes. That's
I
I
think she's
mean,
had maybe uh, maybe one migraine in the past year and a half. We'll take that, you know, instead of every other day.
wow, 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 wow. That I mean, I haven't personally experienced the migraine, um, whatever,
Yeah.
but I know people who have and do, and they it's not fun. So
No.
to like eliminate that, anybody's happy because it really
Anybody.
you're not productive. You can't really work. You
No,
can't
yes,
concentrate.
she
You
will miss.
can't.
Yeah, missing days of work and missing time and locked up in your room. Everything's dark, very quiet, no sound. It was affecting also our relationship because of the intimacy was not happening and many other things. So people have to forget about things and it's like, oh my God, it's like a disabled person. So I'm glad we found this. That it works for that. After she was trying to get it done, I was like, oh my God, it's a game changer, life changing situation. It's like, I mean, thank God first of all,
And
thank
that's
God
when
for
you
that.
use which one? Which one
Well,
does that?
she will take the oils that
Mm-hmm.
you take one in the morning and one at night. So she takes it twice. Um,
Okay.
and she will put the balm, whatever the pain's at, either here, the back, she'll put it on. And what it does, and like I said, it creates freshness. And people who have migraines, they need some kind of ice in their head. So first it creates freshness, and then it creates oxygen. Then it creates circulation of the blood. So that's what is lack of. When people have migraines, they don't have oxygen in their brain and they don't have circulation in the brain in the brain. So that's what
Mm-hmm.
causes that. Some people have sinus problems that causes those the migraines to open. So if you put it in your nose, it'll open up your nostrils, and so you're opening everything up that's being closed, and that's how it's like a hose. You have it pinched in, and you let it go, it starts flowing. That's exactly what it does, and then
Oh,
the pain starts going away little by little. Now you can actually think, actually sleep, and go on with your day. And we're happy. We're super happy about that.
well, I'm happy too.
Yeah.
Definitely. Definitely. And if you're out there listening and you suffer from any of these ailments, definitely reach out to Antonio. I'm sure you will be happy with them. And if nothing else, you would try it um, and see what it can do. So before I segue in how they can do that and get in touch with the products and everything like that, let me ask you this about some decisions you've made. What is a smart choice you've made, or a wise choice, or wisdom you've used in the past?
Well, my wisdom comes from, of course, my mother's side, our grandfather that lived with us. He would always talk to me and teach me many things. And he taught me, I'm originally from South Central LA. And we
Oh,
lived in a very infested drug, and of course, gang members all over the place. And a choice that I made is not to be like everybody else. He taught me, don't be like anybody else. Be yourself and don't get the same kind of car everybody has. So I was the only one in my family who had a Toyota. I was the only one who went into, performing arts and became a dancer and started singing and going out of Los Angeles, not just staying stuck there. I went to the valley and to see what different was out there. And that's the choice that I think I made, and using common sense, of course, but that's what it made change my life. Otherwise, I would be stuck in LA like every other friend that I know. Mostly about 90% of them are still stuck in LA and or either no longer alive.
wow. Well, that was a definitely a golden nugget.
Yes.
Get out of your comfort zone and not be like everybody else. Be your own person. Be
Yeah.
your own person. Thank you for sharing that. So, as we wrap up, tell us how we can get these ointments and balms. My goodness.
Well, like I said, we you can either go to Mama Tonas, which is MAMAT as in Tom ON as in Nancy AS.org. You can go in there and order it online, or you can call us and ask us any questions at 323-233-4911. You can call us anytime. After 9, I close it up. So after 9 o'clock, I close that up. But other than that, I'm there. Or you can reach us by email, which is a little bit long. It's pomada mamatonas at yahoo.com. But if you go to our website, you get more ways of finding us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, uh, WhatsApp, and etc. You can always find us there. Anywhere.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. And we'll have it in the description too. So they'll have the links there that they can just easily see your phone number and the website and everything to place orders. So
Great.
thank you so much for joining us and educating us on how we can help heal our bodies and take care of migraines and inflammation. It was a great time with you. So
Thank you.
before we go, I'm going to share with you and switch gears and go to um, next segment our next segment called At the Table. At the Table is a segment that we talk about the importance of families coming together at the kitchen table. Conversations are had and conversations are made at the table. You build confidence and you learn about how mom and dad are doing, or your sister and brother are doing, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever's at the table at the time, depending on the day. At the table, I feel like this is a crucial point of our society and our families, our homes. And when you have good communication skills at the table in the house, you will transfer those out of the house. And when you're at the boardroom table, you will have your voice heard there, and you'll be able to share your opinions and add value at the table. So I encourage you, as the listening audience, email me at GinaBrownPodcast at gmail.com, GinaBrownPodcast at gmail.com, any of your at the table stories. And just maybe your story will be heard on the live broadcast. So today I'd like to share with you Sharon Brayman. She sent in a story about her at the table moment. She has two boys, two sons, and busy, busy family like most of us have. And she said she remembers when she was younger being at the kitchen table as a girl. The family did those traditional things. When she was raising her boys, a little bit more challenging, as I can imagine, for most of us. However, being intentional about being at the table is still important. So she mentioned that on Sundays are her at the table moments. So, Sharon, thank you for sending that in. I see you, I appreciate you. And others, remember to send your comments, and just maybe we'll share that on the broadcast. So, bye for now, and we will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in for Gina Brown Podcast, Smart Wisdom, and bye for now.
Bye for now.